Which formation shall we use? Our ranks have reached the enemy lines. The weather is changing for the worse. We've done it! Finite milites exultare.
All quiet.
At your service.
Salve, Legionari. What did you break today?
Salve, Ferrari. Can you please have a look at this item and tell me what you think?
Minor damage to the crest holder, and perhaps some Berber smith repaired this cheek piece. This helmet is one of mine, no doubt. I remember repairing it rather recently. See this rivet? That's my work.
You are playing a joke on me. How could you possibly tell one rivet from another?
The way it's fastened here on the back. That technique is a quirk I've developed over the years. This helmet was brought to me by a young Waylace called Dekimus.
Let us pay this Dekimus a visit then.
His tent should be just on the other side of the camp. What do you intend to do with him, Legate?
I don't care about him, but I need to find his friends. I need to find out who's pulling the strings.
Then I hope he has the answers you seek.
What a strange collection of things. Nazamonian, Numidian, Egyptian.
It would appear that Dekimus is a very wealthy young man with exceptionally appalling taste. This is a gaudy collection.
Few tastes are as refined as yours, Domine. I have heard of people who are unable to see color. Perhaps Dekimus is one of those unfortunate souls.
We have more important concerns than how our quarry decorates his tent.
Considerate of him to leave a trail this easy to follow. It seems like our luck has turned for the better.
Maybe it's a setup. Either way, we have found what we're looking for. Let's try to figure out where he went, but be mindful of traps.
We have no time to waste on caution. Let us move quickly before the rat escapes us for good. We are ready to deploy the Legion. Battle is joined. How shall we proceed? The weather is changing. The battle is won! Comiatus promovete!
This camp is not Nasamanian. What's going on here?
Treason, that's what. Come. The path to the right will take us closer to the leader.
Good call. There's another way out of the camp. Let's make sure he doesn't escape as soon as we hit them.
Hold them off, please! One of them's making a run for it, Legati. Isn't that Decimus? It is! Coward! Let's catch him!
By Zeus, look at you!
Good! Now do it again! Barely felt that. It's just bad luck. Didn't like that, did you?
We are nearly done. Go! Get the last one!
What have they done? They have all killed themselves.
Not Decimus. He tried, but I managed to restrain him.
Your days are numbered. Legio 17 is immortal. Where one falls, two shall arise. Glory to Rome!
Never heard this legion you're blabbering about. 17 is an unusual number.
We are the Legion of Death. in service of Rome. We have accepted to die and thus become death incarnate. You shall soon taste death too.
Don't be a fool, boy. Tell me what this Legion of Death is, and I will let you go.
Let me go? Lies. You will kill me as soon as I've told you what you want.
You can take your chance on my word, or you can accept a certain death.
Indeed. You're right. I do not know who we serve. My cohort of Wixi meets once every 2 months, in secret, beneath a great tomb in the east, to receive instructions and payment.
Wixi? Is that what you people call yourselves? Ah, of course. Legio 17. Wixi. It's an anagram. Now the pieces start falling into their proper places.
Hired killers with a taste for drama. Disappointing. I expected a worthwhile cause.
I will tell you where to find the secret meeting spot. Will you let me go, as you swore?
Get this filth out of my sight. We'll question it more thoroughly later.
The men are awaiting your orders. The men are close enough to engage. What enemy equites are charging our formation! We've done it! The enemy is routed!
Finite milites exultare.
No guards. Stay alert. I have a bad feeling about this.
If it is ambush, this will be fine tomb for us to bury them.
Kill them all!
You've got it all wrong, boys. We are here to kill you.
You called this ambush? You were clearly unprepared. Underestimates me.
Come on, know when to quit. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Well done! You went right past this guard!
Mars, take you all! Oh, you pull back! We're all gonna die!
We're supposed to be on the same side here!
We're surrounded! They're everywhere!
Almost done. Let's get this over with. Pathetic. Let's take a look around.
We found a mysterious collection of scrolls written in some esoteric cipher. Judging from the neat rows of glyphs and numerals, they are the notes of an accountant.
What have you found, Agate? Records of some kind?
What do they say?
That's odd. Looks like perfectly normal Roman letters, but I can't read it. Why would they write gibberish?
They wouldn't, but if it's supposed to be secret, the letters might be scrambled.
I can read most of the common substitutions, Legate. This doesn't fit any of them. Maybe it really is gibberish.
It has to mean something, I'm sure of it.
We could try to decipher the document at the war camp. Suddenly we can figure out what it means, if anything.
What have we here? Those Wixie people clearly haven't been in here. In fact, it looks like nobody has in a very long time.
Just as I thought. It was a list. But the letters were scrambled in a very complex way. Nothing like we have ever used.
How complex?
Needlessly complex. I would say it borders on insanity. They have mixed multiple languages and at least 3 separate passes of substitution. I have never seen anything like this.
Is it better than our system? Can we make use of it?
I would advise against it. You would have to be some kind of mathematical genius for this system to be practical.
Let me guess. It's a payroll list.
How did you know?
He knows even those who are determined to leave no evidence must keep track of their money.
Here's the kicker. It's a payroll for spies. Decimus was not the only traitor in the Legion.
I expected as much, but I was hoping to be proven wrong. How many of them are there?
At least 3 score, according to this list. We have no way to know if the list is complete, of course. Worse yet, they use code names, so we don't know who they are exactly. But we do know most of them are tattooed just like Decimus.
Worthless dogs. It is time to put them down, Legate.
This will be a grim task. Very well. Call a General Assembly.
At once. Legionari of the glorious Roman Republic and Senatus Populosque Romanus, your legatus will now address you. Fall in and pay attention.
Friends, brothers in arms, Romans. It is a dark day today, and what I'm about to say truly breaks my heart. Treason is an unfortunate reality of martial life. It is never expected, yet we must remain vigilant against it. Because we were vigilant this day, we now know who the traitors among us are. I believe no one is beyond redemption. Those of you who serve another master, you know who you are. I'll give you one chance to come forward and beg for mercy. Someone yelled angrily in a language I didn't readily recognize. Myriad accusals are thrown around cheaply as if the Legionari always knew of the existence of traitors and yet failed to act on these rumors. I let them sort things out amongst themselves. Finally, a few Legionari separated themselves from the pack, occasionally glancing at me with apologetic looks on their faces.
Legionari, take off your armor and clothes. You have nothing to worry about if you don't have the mark of the traitors on your skin. What are you waiting for? You have nothing to hide, do you?
Kaezo's commanding voice and persistent demeanor compel the Legionari to obey the unusual order. It is undignified, but for many, standing naked in front of their legatus is preferable to being branded a traitor. Soon, thousands of naked men stared at me in anticipation as my Centuriones hurled 2 score traitors towards me. Some of the infiltrators were apologetic, praying to whichever god would listen. Others were more defiant.
We have found the rat bastards. These men were paid to infiltrate your legion.
We are not barbarians. Wickedness begets wickedness, yet infamy cannot stay unpunished. See to it that they are expelled from the Legion, Caeso. We no longer see them as family. From this day on, they are Romans no longer.
A decision most honorable for people who do not deserve such mercy. If they return, I shall personally cut them down.
This isn't over. If Lorco is behind this, we must keep a vigilant eye out for infiltrators and assassins. Wixie's leader must be one of his agents.
If we could link Lurko to Wixie, that would be the end of him. The Senate would never stand for it.
You're right. But would such a man leave any records of his involvement? He's much more cunning than his brother. We have the payroll ledger. We know these spies are costing Lurko a lot of money. Money that he's doubtlessly embezzling from the Egyptian trade.
Of course. That's why he accepted such an unprestigious assignment from the Senate.
And once again, Dominus Lucullus came close to exposing Lorco for the criminal that he is.
Where there is one ledger, there are more. Keep investigating the matter, Khalida. We need to connect Lurko to this operation.
I will spread the word among our allies in this territory, discreetly. You focus on the war in the meantime.
Spies in our midst.
I always thought the Decimus looked shifty.
Salvete, Legionari. What did you break today?
What do you make of this ancient dagger blade?
Now this is something special. Where did you find it?
In an ancient tomb under one of the great pyramids of Egypt.
It's iron, but it looks like nothing I've ever seen before. I didn't think the Egyptians even knew how to work with iron in the age of the great pharaohs. Remember that master smith I mentioned before, who plies his trade in Memphis? I'd show this to him as well. He may know what to do with it.
I find myself looking at everyone differently now, knowing any one of them could be a spy.
At least the higher-ups are alert for suspicious activities now. If any of them still harbor loyalties to our enemies, they'll be found out.
Need something?
It just seems soft.
You wanted them to decimate the Legion?
Of course not. But they would have been right to. How can we be sure nobody will cover for these spies again in the future?
Legate, we have the resources needed to improve your tent.
Legate, I am at your service as always.
Let's talk about those improvements. A small group of riders intercepted me on my path, galloping at what must be an exhausting speed to catch up to me. Their leader, whose clothes were incredibly fine before the hectic journey dirtied it, respectfully surrendered a letter into my possession bearing the royal seal of Cleopatra.
Destiny sees to it that our interests are aligned once again. Let us meet in the court of heaven. Make your way at once, for it is ill-advised to make a goddess wait. Signed, Cleopatra Philopater, rightful queen of Egypt.
It seems Her Majesty has learned the value of brevity.
It would be nice to have a little more information to go on.
The messengers waited patiently for my reply. Tell your queen I will meet her as soon as I'm able. riders bowed respectfully, turned their horses, and kicked off into the same frantic gallop that brought them to me.
Wait. Stop. I know that man. Legate, do you trust me?
Of course I do.
You've done much for me, but I've repaid in kind. I need you to do something for me now again. You're that merchant. Him there, selling Surrey. Tuali's back there, behind the buildings.
You have nothing to gain from being mysterious with me. Whatever you intend to do, be more likely to succeed if we're all in on the plan.
Fine. You are right. He knows something I need. Someone I must find. Maybe I will kill him after.
Very well. I'll do as you ask.
Good. I will hang back a little. Don't tell him it is about me.
A Roman, and an officer no less. It's good to finally meet some civilized people around here. Please, come closer. Come closer. Do you like what you see?
My name is Tullus Romilius Nessica. I'm the legatus of Legio Wetrix.
The liberator of Asia Minor. My people owe you much. You have freed us from the shadow of a true tyrant. I am Habron, a humble merchant from Bithynia. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
You sell anything else but Surrey?
I don't, but I accept food products and medicine and what have you in exchange for my goods. If you're looking for something, I may be able to supply it.
They look in good enough health. Where did you get them?
The Roman invasion has left many of the people here destitute and homeless in its wake. I offer them a way out of starvation.
They sell themselves to you willingly.
Service is preferable to death, wouldn't you say? If they do well enough, they may eventually earn a wage.
There is something I would like to discuss with you in private.
Oh, I'm quite sorry, but I really can't leave my stall.
As I'm sure you know, my legion has contracts with Roman traders that buy captives from our battles. If I'm seen to do business with you here, they will be furious. Let's find a more quiet place to talk.
All right, I understand. Give me a moment, then I'll be with you. Let's meet over there behind those buildings.
Why are they running around armed? Are they afraid of being attacked in the middle of the city?
Romans show off by displaying their weapons.
Hello, Habron.
Hello? I'm sorry, have we met?
Do not play idiot. We are well acquainted. My name is Deanera, but you know me as Zerici.
You must have me mistaken for someone else.
You killed my sister.
No, I didn't. All right, yes, I remember you. I did not kill your sister.
Where is Silvius now? Tell me.
I haven't seen him in years. Last I heard, he was back in Rome. He holds an important position in the Collegium Bacchus.
Thank you. That is enough.
Well then.
Just one left now.
Zerici.
Zerici is what my parents called me. As I have said, I prefer Deanera.
Who is this man you were talking about?
There were 3 men to kill. First, man who tricked us with wine and words. He died when they attacked us. Next was man who put me in cage and sold me to Damianos. This man, Habron. Last is man who killed my sister when we fought back. Silvius. I will find him in Rome, it seems.
No one will miss this merchant of men. Take his purse so it looks like a robbery.
Good idea. No one saw us, I think.
The Collegium Bacchus has been outlawed.
They are a collegium dedicated to underground orgies of drunken debauchery. The Senate can ban them as hard as they want, it will do nothing.
You seem to know this organization well.
I may have participated in some of their events in the past, before they were outlawed.
How is this Collegium funded? Who runs it?
They're funded by fees collected from the participants of their events. All membership is kept secret, of course.
Where do they meet?
Every event is held in a new place. Finding them will be very difficult.
I will find them.
I have little doubt you will.
Let's get out of here.
I have healing plants and poultices for all illnesses. Saluete, as they say in your land. I have a fresh supply today. I'm sure we can find something interesting for you.
So you know Latin?
A little bit. I export a lot of my wares to Rome, actually. Knowing a little bit of your language helps. Feel free to look around and do not hesitate to ask me if you need something specific.
These look like ordinary herbs.
Herbs are like people. They look ordinary until you taste them.
You eat people.
It is a figure of speech. Perhaps I should learn better Latin.
How does one learn about herbs?
It takes time and persistence. There are countless herbs in the world, and they can do anything. Some of them burn well, others emit a nice smell, and some of them are so potent they will open the gateways to the realm of the old gods.
I have seen all of this back in Rome. Do you have something interesting or rare?
We do have some herbs if you want to make posca. That is a Roman drink?
Posca is quite a common drink. My soldiers have brought plenty of herbs from home to make posca with.
These herbs are not so common, however. They will flavor the vinegar in a very different way. You will find it to be a refreshing and fortifying drink. If you buy these herbs, I will include my special recipe for you as well, to ensure you get the right flavor.
Alright, let me try these herbs then.
Very good. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And here is the recipe as well. If you're looking for more to buy, I also carry hemlock. Not suggesting you'd ingest it, of course. Please don't.
Some hemlock could prove to be useful.
I don't have much, mind you. It is a powerful poison. You must be careful with it.
I'll buy it all.
Here you go.
It will be nice with a good old-fashioned festival.
How can you have an old-fashioned festival about Serapis?
Look at them. Greeks, Romans, foreigners everywhere in Egypt. It's all Cleopatra's fault.
Shh, keep your voice down.
He wants to pay you with beer? How's that better than money?
Well, I can't drink money.
You can buy beer with money.
That's too much effort.
Slow your gait, stranger. Feast your eyes upon my selection. If you can name it, we can eventually find it. Welcome to the Store of Dreams. Prepare for the best moments of your day. Close your eyes, imagine, and see.
Aren't you overselling your wares a little?
You will not think like that after you see the quality of our items. But enough about me. What do you want?
This store does look quite good.
Quality is our priority. The customer should feel like a pharaoh. That serves two purposes. If the customer feels good, he then comes back. And he who feels like a pharaoh spends like a pharaoh.
You certainly don't sell all the things I can dream of.
We salesmen tend to oversell things a bit, but we mean well.
What do you actually sell?
We sell most of the things a person such as you would need on a regular basis, so that would be really convenient for you. We also proudly make the best carpets in Africa, but they will cost you.
We've heard one can purchase the best carpets in Memphis, and we would like to buy one.
I am honored, but that is not how we work. We do not simply sell the carpets we display. We manufacture our carpets on specification and to order.
In that case, we would like to order one right now.
Good. My assistant will be right with you. Weaving the carpet will take approximately a year.
We don't have that much time.
If you're desperate, I can sell you this sample we have here. It will not be cheap. It will also not be as good as this one we are making for the Pharaoh himself.
For the Pharaoh himself, eh? We don't have that much time. Can't you just simply sell us the Pharaoh's carpet?
Of course not. That's something no self-respecting merchant would do.
Well, this display sample is truly remarkable. I have never seen a work of weaving so artful. I would like to ask you a question about this sample while my friends check the other items, if that's alright.
Naturally. You are a connoisseur of carpets, it seems. I will answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Talk to the wife. I've my hands full.
I have fresh fish from the Nile.
Please excuse my husband. He is great with a hammer and a blazing forge. With people, not so much. My name is Aminia. How can I and my husband help you?
I need to talk to your husband about some smithing.
You may discuss such matters with me, if it does not offend you.
My wife could not swing a hammer to save her life. But I doubt anyone in Egypt knows more about weapons and armor.
How did you come to know so much about smithing?
My father's father, and his father before him were all smiths. I can trace my lineage all the way back to the royal forge masters of the old dynasties. Working a forge is a man's job, but humility aside, what my husband says of me is true. In the art of appraisal and the design of weapons and armor, I have no equal. That I know of.
What do you think of the Pharaoh?
Don't answer that.
We are devoted subjects of His Divine Majesty, of course.
You're free to work for us Romans, though.
Sure, but I hope we can count on a certain level of discretion from you.
I have found this unique blade of clearly Egyptian design, inlaid with some kind of rare metal.
Let me take a look. Electrum, an alloy of silver and gold. This Kopesh is very old. I would guess almost 2 millennia.
It's beautiful. I would not dare to let my hammer touch such a treasure.
For a price, I can teach you how this blade might be reforged, if you know a smith with the skill to work on it.
I will purchase the schematics from you.
Here, any smith worth his salt will understand these instructions.
I found a dagger blade made from a material I've never seen before.
May I see? Found this, did you? The legendary dagger of Tutankhamon, forged from sky metal. You mean you have robbed it from his tomb?
Give it back at once, Amenia. It is cursed.
The dead need no weapons. I want to know how to reforge this dagger.
If I help you with this, swear on your gods that you will arrange to have the dagger of the pharaoh returned to his tomb upon your death.
A fair arrangement. I swear it.
Very good. Then I will help you find what you seek. There is an ancient burial ground not far from here. Many kings and priests are interred there. Look for the tomb of Maya, the wet nurse of Tutankhamon. Beside it is an unmarked tomb that is said in my family to hold the remains of the most famous bladesmith of the time. If the information you seek still exists, you will find it there.
I will see you again.
Let science be your weapon. Welcome to my humble stall. How may I help you today?
I wouldn't call it humble.
All of these containers may look shiny, but I have seen better stalls elsewhere, sadly. I am an alchemist. Here, I sell the things I produce.
What is an alchemist?
We are people of knowledge who purify or merge certain materials. The results are wondrous, but sometimes dangerous as well.
Dangerous how?
Alchemy can be unpredictable. Some say it infringes on the domain of gods, and it is never safe to make gods angry.
Is there demand for the kind of things you sell?
My customers are usually as learned as I am. Those who understand the nature of the world understand the value of my work. Of course, you occasionally get the fools who are looking for a recipe to turn things into gold. Before you ask, I'm afraid no such recipe exists.
So what kind of alchemical things can you sell me?
Judging from the kind of person you are, something practical, perhaps. I have naphtha, if you know how to handle that. It can be a dangerous material. I believe some nacolite would also be useful to you. Keep in mind, my stocks are quite limited.
Can you sell me any recipes as well?
I cannot. You will find much better teachers elsewhere. I do not teach, I discover and I create.
I believe I can figure out how to use these materials to create explosive items for us if needed. Greek fire, for example, needs naphtha.
Your friend is learned. Good. Then I feel more confident that you will not maim yourself if I sell you this.
Naphtha sounds useful.
Useful, but deadly. Be careful when handling it.
Here's your payment.
You have made a good decision.
I could be persuaded into buying some nacolite.
Very well. We do have nacolite in stock.
Excellent. Let me take it off your hands.
As you wish.
Do you happen to have any niter for sale?
A relatively common material. I do have some in stock. I hope you know what you are doing.
I hope so as well. Vale.
Legate, thank all the ancestors you are here. You remember me, right? My name is Ikeda, a Centurion in your new legion.
Keep your distance. These people are murderers and thieves. They're dangerous.
Is that true, Igadir? Did you kill someone?
I refute this accusation on behalf of my men. We were simply trying to maintain order in the city. As legionary, it's our duty. Some people resist, and they have to be dealt with.
Memphis is not a Roman city. Maintaining order is not up to you, filth.
Thieves. Did you steal anything?
We were collecting taxes. Some people refused to pay. We had to make an example of them.
And that means you had to kill them?
Of course, we did not intend to. Our duty is first and foremost to protect. But outlaws are bold. In order to protect the people, we have to protect ourselves.
Tell me exactly what happened here.
These dimwits got drunk and started knocking on doors and demanding money in the name of the King of Rome.
The King of Rome?
The King! You know, whoever is in charge in Rome. The King Consul. The Consul who's better than other consuls?
Our citizens do not yet answer to the King of Rome. They were also not informed of this thing called spontaneous tax, so most families refused to pay. In response, your men resorted to plundering people's homes. Some of those who resisted died.
I understand. Hand them over to me. I shall punish them myself.
Why? So you can release them? Forgive me if I have difficulty trusting you, but just as you Romans seem to value duty, so do I.
They will murder us. By Jupiter and Tanit, we are Romans. If you save us, I will tell you where we stashed the taxes we collected. The money is cleverly hidden out in the desert.
Release them. I'll take care of this.
I will not release them to you. They must face justice.
What if I cover the money that was stolen? Will you let my men go then?
Do you swear on your gods that they will be given appropriate punishment?
I swear.
Then, on behalf of Memphis, I accept. The prisoners are yours.
Thank you, Legate. We will not forget this. I shall mark the location of our tax cash on your maps. We will split it, right?
Of course not. This money has been used to save you from the gallows.
But that's not fair.
Life rarely is. Get used to it.
I understand.
The Romans really like silk, you know.
Really? But it's too soft.
I guess they like soft things. I haven't seen you in a while. What is new with you?
Mice got into my grain sacks. I am going to the Temple of Ubasti to pay tribute.
Wise decision. In fact, let me accompany you so this does not happen to me as well.
Following the directions given by the smith's wife in Memphis, I brought my Praetorian Guard into the desert to search for the tomb of Tutankhamon's bladesmith. The burial ground is easy to find once I located the general area. A rarely traveled road snakes between many small crypts built into the sides of steep cliffs. Now the only problem is how to find the tomb of Tutankhamon's wet nurse, a task not unlike searching for a needle in a haystack. I send a few of my Praetorians to the nearest settlement to throw some denarii around and find a few locals who know how to read the inscriptions on these stones. As soon as my translators show up, we all spread out and start searching the many graves. It is Caeso Quintilius Aquilinus who pipes up first, calling everyone else over to his position to see what he found. What appeared to be a small gravestone has revealed itself to be a small door to a dark tunnel that fell away into the earth. Cineros reached down to brush some sand off the inscriptions above the entrance.
The Egyptians call these symbols divine words. Look, here. This phrase is the same sequence of symbols we saw in the tomb beneath the pyramid. We are certainly in the right place.
Cineros lit a torch and slowly descended into the tomb. The rest of my Praetorian Guard kept close watch above the entrance, listening for signs of trouble. Although Cineros isn't gone for more than an hour, the wait seemed eternal. When he appeared again at last, my other Praetorians rushed to make sure that he hasn't been struck by some ancient pharaoh's curse. Fortunately, Cineros bears no sign of curse nor injury. He relates that he did run into a scorpion or two down there, but he was careful to avoid sticking his hand into any small dark places while searching for the schematics. Smiling triumphantly, Cineros presented me with a scroll that carried a drawing he made from a sort of mural inscribed into the walls down there. It shows Tutankhamon's sky metal dagger in all its original glory. This is exactly what Sextus will need to reforge the ancient blade.
Legate, the walls of our camp are not in the best state. We could improve them a great deal with the resources we have now.
Legate, I am at your service, as always.
Do you know a Centurion Legio Afrorum by the name of Agilder?
Indeed, there is a Centurio by that name. Why do you ask?
Have we sent him to collect taxes in Memphis?
We certainly have not. We do not collect taxes in Memphis. What is this about, Legate?
He and his men were caught in Memphis extorting taxes from the locals.
Well, that sounds like robbery to me. How shall I have them punished?
Public flogging. 50 lashes each.
Well, that seems appropriate. I will make it so.
Salvete, Legionari. What did you break today?
All quiet.
I finished that equipment you requested. Turned out all right, if I do say so myself. You can collect it right over here.
All is well, I hope.